Hola, marhaba, good morning, bonjour, and ni hao. We have a very interesting topic to discuss today, and it's related to the current conflict situation in Sudan. Many of my followers and people who engage, never visit Sudan before, and they never been to Sudan. It's a fantastic country. I've been there for many times. I've done many businesses with North Sudan and South Sudan, and it's they have like one of the you can say friendliest nations I've ever met. It's very sad to see that current conflict, but this is life. Things happen. I would like to comment on the evacuation of different Western and Eastern nationals who have different nationalities or different passports from different countries, and how how countries are reacting to that. There is a very interesting concept here that, especially of the British government or people who have the UK passport, that they invite only people who have British passports. They go into like a form. They complete the form. They put the UK passport details, and they be invited to onboard a plane. But unfortunately, if you have a family doesn't have a passport, or even have a British national doesn't have a proof, doesn't have a naturalization document, doesn't have um, a birth certificate, or doesn't have anything. I mean, unfortunately, in the UK, there is no way to prove that you are a British citizen unless you have a passport. There's the birth certificate doesn't prove that you are British, because if you're born in the UK after 1983, you are not automatically British. The naturalization document, or if you have been naturalized as a British citizen, that could be a proof of British citizen, but you need to have a UK passport. If you have been living overseas and you don't have a passport to prove that you are British, it's very complicated. But the more complicated situation here is that if you have a family and they are, if you have a wife, if you have a partner, if you have children, and they don't have a proof, or they are not even British, if you don't have the documents or don't have the visas and immigration and visa in place, you'll not be able to take your family or immediate family with you to back to the UK. And here come the very interesting, you can say, something that we have to learn all. If you don't have the updated immigration documents, whatever they are, passports or visa, residence card in place, getting them when needed most is a very challenging situation. Unfortunately, the British embassy now in Sudan is closed, so you'll not be able to apply for updating your visas or getting residency card, and the situation there got into troubles instantly. So always have a backup option. If you have, that's where getting a residency or citizenship from another country, that could be your gateway or your ticket outside of the trouble zones. If you have another passport that can get access to the UK without visa, you'll be able to use it. If you have a residency in another country that can give you access, whatever it's EU or Ireland or anything that around the UK, will give you more favorable access to get out of troubles. That's why I'm talking about how to create, how to be a global citizen. And this is not be used only on emergencies. It could be used everywhere. We have strike now in the UK and Canada about applying for a passport. You can take about weeks and months until your passport have been um, generated or been put in the system. So things happen. You need to be ready with the different backup options. Thanks so much for watching. Why not give this video a thumb up, or if you listening it in the podcast, just subscribe to the podcast, and I promise I will make more interesting contacts you will never be able to hear or watch in different locations. And always stay global, my friends. Bye bye.